Over a year ago, I reviewed the self-proclaimed God of Mice, the Finalmouse Starlight-12. Now, it looks like this Christmas is going to be the last time they ever sell these magnesium mice. I'm Techify, and here's my thoughts of the Finalmouse Starlight-12 after a year of use, and whether or not you should buy the Finalmouse Starlight, the last legend. So guys, let's get into this. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and join the Techify Discord. It was in June 2021 that I first reviewed this mouse, and it's been well over a year since then. So even with my little breaks I've had, I've definitely given this mouse a year of usage. When I've not been testing other mice, or I want something to just fall back on and go back to, this mouse has been what I've been primarily using. It's been through multiple limited time iterations and has had some minor improvements along the way, but ultimately it is the same mouse. Apparently the most up-to-date version has some further improvements, but from what I can tell, you're getting pretty much the same thing. A roughly 40-gram wireless mouse made of a magnesium alloy. Currently, I still don't think anything on the market can really quite compete with this, especially from any of your bigger brands like Logitech and Razer. It is still a step above them in terms of the specs. I'd happily replace it if something better came along, but so far I've not used or tested or even seen anything that can really compete with what I've got here. There's obviously the little things like the scroll wheel not being in the center, and it isn't the best feeling scroll wheel either. They haven't actually fixed this, even in their own marketing images of their newer mice and new releases. It's still not in the middle, which absolutely blows my mind because apparently it's a simple fix for people who've took the mouse to pieces. Unfortunately not on mine, but they have upgraded the switches in the clicks to KLGM 8.0s I believe, but definitely better than the on ones I've got. Two things I have observed though after a year of use, and they are things that would take a year to truly appreciate and recognise, is the battery life and charging. The battery life is surprisingly good. I'd say it's one of the best lasting wireless mice I have, which did surprise me. Obviously they made ridiculous claims about how good it was, but I didn't expect it to last as long. I don't find myself charging the Finalmouse very often. That being said, when you do have to charge it, it charges with micro USB, and you'd think that's not that annoying, and maybe it isn't for most people, but it really has annoyed me. The other thing is the micro USB included is this weird shape that helps it fit and stay secure in the mouse. That means I can't use the micro USB to charge my only other micro USB mouse, which is the G502. I have to have two micro USBs, and I don't want either of them. This may sound like a very me problem, and it is a me problem. Most of you are not going to have multiple mice that need charging with different cables. I do understand that, but why it isn't Type-C, I just don't know. Another thing is, at times it feels like a really premium mouse. It's so lightweight, and for the most part it's really strong with the magnesium alloy, and it does feel really good. And then at times it can feel quite cheap. To be honest, some of the things, like I said before, the scroll wheel isn't the best feeling, neither of the side buttons. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. The paint job, and just in general, it doesn't always feel like a $190 mouse. And that's the thing, it doesn't feel quite as polished as something like a Logitech mouse. And I wouldn't expect that from this smaller company doing limited time runs. But similarly, for the price point, I do expect to always feel like I've got a really premium product. So should you have a go at buying the Last Legend, I believe it's called, when that comes out on Christmas Day? Well, it is a lot of money, however, it is still the best mouse I've used and still my go-to gaming mouse. I do think it's actually worth it if you are really into your gaming and you've got everything else sorted in your setup and you've got the money to spend. I don't think it will make you better at games. I wouldn't say it's made me particularly any better at games than some of the other top mice. However, it really is a unique experience, and they are quite a unique thing. Don't buy it expecting to make money off it. I think soon we'll see some competitors from other brands. However, unfortunately, they're still not materializing, and I think it is still going to be a while before your big brands, the likes of Logitech SteelSeries and Razer, are actually making something that truly competes with this. So pretty much, if you've definitely got the money for one and you've already been thinking about it, then get on there and try buy one when the next one releases. However, don't be expecting a perfect mouse. Realize that you're buying quite a niche product for a niche group of people, and if you're not sure if you'd rather spend the money on other stuff instead of this mouse, you should probably spend the money on the other stuff instead of this mouse. At the end of the day, it is just a gaming mouse. It moves around and you click on things, and you're paying $190 to do that. If you want some more information on the mouse, then go check out my full review of it, and please let me know in the comments whether you're going to buy the new Finalmouse. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.